Welcome to the Jobnik.
You mentioned the people supporting Hamas, and there is by the way, the data that is coming out, as much as you can trust voting polls, are saying that support of Hamas in the Palestinian Authority is, I think, over 80%, and in Gaza is only 70-something%. But you said the population is supporting Hamas, and there is a conception, or some people are saying, Hamas is different from the people. People do not want Hamas, and of course I would want to believe that, but how did we come to this point? How is it? I'm asking the most maybe straightforward question. How did they hijack Gaza against the will of 90% of the people? It's an uncomfortable question. Or did they have broad support? How did we come to the point we're at?
Look, some 36 years ago, when Hamas wrote their own charter, and I think my father participated in writing Hamas charter. I think he's one of the main authors of that. That was his thing. The difference between theory and practice, when you write such a thing, it might sound fancy or romantic. You're talking about liberating the land. You're fighting for the cause. You're defending the people against colonizers. All type of propaganda and false history, I'd say. Then, okay, you're motivated by some noble cause, let's say. Then you go and write in a charter, but you don't realize that you're writing a genocide. It wasn't until 36 years later when they manifested their charter into reality. That was October 7th. That was the manifestation of Hamas charter. It was there. I have been saying that Hamas is bad news. For how long? I made my book available in Arabic for free, because most of the Palestinians don't understand the real dynamic of Hamas. You may think that if you were born in the Palestinian society, you understand Hamas, you understand Israel, you understand all other Palestinian factions, all other political gangs. But the truth, no. People don't understand. This is an underground organization. They are very sophisticated. They are very dangerous. This is why I put my life on the line to write this, I don't want to say stupid book, because I lost everything because of this book, trying to bring to the truth to the people. And instead of people listening, I got canceled everywhere and labeled as Islamophobe to just challenge the ideology, to say that we cannot coexist with savages who want to dominate the world. They don't have equal rights, because criminals don't have equal rights. Rapists don't have equal rights to decent civilians. In fact, all the prisoners, the moment they get in prison, they are stripped from many of their rights. They have human rights, but they don't have all the rights. So when we are dealing with criminals who want to dominate the globe, they don't want only a Palestinian state. This is just a lie. They are using the national identity as Palestinians, where there is no such a thing in reality, only a cover. It's a device. It's a vessel that is helping them to go to the next level. So with that said, even Hamas members don't understand what Hamas is. Very dangerous organization, very sophisticated, multi-layers of security, and a handful of people are in charge of this. And you know who those people? They're not even in the Palestinian territories at all. They are in Turkey, they are in Qatar, they are in the United States of America, channeling money, collecting donations, using all type of covers for their operation, financial operation. They are billionaires. Then, when they say free Palestine, this is just a fancy romantic thing. And who's paying the price for what's so-called Palestine except the poor children? Those are the fuel for what's so-called Palestine. And the leaders don't want Palestine. They don't want a state. They don't want to be involved in the politics ruling the people, because with governing come responsibility. They just want to sit on the throne of a revolution and keep taking money for blood. That's their game. The occasion, blood for money. That's their game. Anyone else who say that their objection is to emancipate or liberate the territory, they're not fighting for land. So the people don't know, and I don't blame the people. In fact, many people who voted for Hamas, they're driven by Islam, by a religion, because Hamas lied to them and posed as an Islamic national movement. So if I to go into the matrix of this problem, we will never end. It's a rabbit hole. I wish it was only Hamas. If we were dealing only with one political entity, or let's say religious fanatics, then we may apply some pressure and try to bring them to negotiating table, but we are dealing with multiple-headed snake. We have how many Palestinian gangs? And that's the problem with the people who want to give a Palestine. And I say, well, how about a legitimate representative of what's so-called Palestine? Because we cannot deal with so many heads. Hamas want from the river to the sea. The PA want a different territory. Islamic Jihad, they have different idea. And there is no democracy that can compensate every group and satisfy their political ambition. Not even the United States of America. And up to this point, the Palestinians failed to elect a legitimate representative of Palestine. So I can go on and on. This is the tragedy. This is why, and please forgive me, for my emotions, there is no other mean for me. This is not how I like to be every day, but such a tragedy and the level of false narrative on the street of so many wannabes who just enjoying the cause. They have joined the cause finally. They found their purpose. They don't know Palestine. They don't know the territory. They don't know that it's not a country. It's not a nation. We are dealing with so many terrorist groups on the ground that they are divided. And I think the root cause of this trouble in the Middle East, that actually Palestinians are incapable of deciding on a central leadership. And their division is exported towards Israel. Every time they fail to get united, they blame it on Israel and they launch a war against Israel. So this is just part of the reality, and this is the human emotion. If there is any child would be sitting here, I am the child of the land, I live the pain of that land, and we cannot let this continue for eternity. We have to put an end to this. Palestinians deserve a governing authority. I'm not saying no to that. We can give them that. We can give them education. We can give them economy. But it does not have to be a corrupt leadership. They don't care for the people. They don't care for the people.
Thanks for watching. Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and hit subscribe to stay updated with our latest content. Until next time, stay informed and inspired. This is Dejobnik signing off.